my own class, I designed Women in Science because we need to represent women in science. Just Kamir is my hero, in case nobody knows that, which all of my students do. But I'm here to talk on the behalf of May Virtual Academy. It's been really instrumental in the lives of our students. And when I talk to community members, because they always ask, okay, what do you do for your job? And I'm like, I'm a teacher. I teach at a public online charter school. They're like, oh, what's that? How does that work? So I go into the ins and outs of it. Like, they're like, so do you just record and stuff? I'm like, no, it's live. And they ask questions and they're like, that is so cool. I really wish that they had that when I was in school. Or that would have made me want to go to school so much more. And I think that's speaking to a gap that we're missing, that MEVA is filling. It's that gap where people learn in different ways. People need to learn outside of the peer pressure that you have, just the anxiety of it. I do not like being around people. It's really anxiety inducing for me. I prefer an online platform myself. I'm taking graduate classes. I prefer to do it online. I prefer to do everything online. But for our students, without having to worry about, oh, am I wearing the most up-to-date clothes? Or what is that person gonna say about me, or that person? It frees their minds to be able to explore the concepts of learning. And with our platform and the way that our classes are set up, they can do this almost at their own pace and with autonomy. So they get to choose how they do this. And that's what makes it so much fun. I love science. My students are embracing science. We make a whole lot of fun out of it, and I tie into history, and we just make it this great big community. So, and just this whole experience of being at MEVA has been great for me myself. I'm a new teacher. I've been teaching for 3 years. All of my experience has been here at MEVA, so when I first came in, I feel like my growth as a teacher kind of reflects MEVA's growth over the last 3 years. When I first came in, it was all lecture, 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 because that's what I was used to. And then last year, I'm like, okay, I'll start including my webcam so the kids can see me. That was really nerve-wracking, by the way. And now this year, I'm more towards an inquiry base because Maine adopted the next gen science standards. And that's what it's all about. So it's more like, okay, what are my students going to show me that they learned today rather than what am I going to teach my students? So I feel like with my growth, it kind of reflects MEVA's growth. Obviously, we know we've made huge improvements over the last 3 years just that I've been here. And the other thing that MEVA really has, not saying that other schools don't, but we truly care about the success of our students. We want them to succeed. And not just succeed so that we get grades on a test, whether it's our NUEA scores, or our MEAs, or our test scores within our curriculum, but we want them to succeed in learning the skills that are necessary as 21st century learners. We want them to have those critical thinking skills, those communication skills, collaboration, and even creativity. So even in science, they're allowed to have creativity and how they show me that they mastered those standards. If they want to do something creative and artistic, more power to them. Is that my way of showing something? No. But if they can do it, great, they have that opportunity. And MEVA allows that. We allow that autonomy so that students can choose how they want to show their mastery. And obviously, we recognize that we still have improvements to make. We're not saying that we don't, but we do. But we are embracing that, and we're implementing things such as this IXL in the morning. We're connecting with these students daily, and we're like, okay, what can we help you with today? We're building those relationships. Those kids keep coming in. I'm like, okay, what can I help you with? And I'm learning stories about my students that I never even knew that I needed to know. And that's how we're going to connect with these students and keep them coming and keep them growing. Because when they feel that somebody cares about them, they're going to want to do that work, and they're going to want to learn for them. So for me, please just keep the school open to reach those students who in other schools may have been termed unreachable. We get a lot of those students, as well as just our gifted students, our everyday run-of-the-mill, as you might put it, even though none of our students are run-of-the-mill, they're all unique in their each and every way. But keep it open for those students so that they can't say when they get older, I wish I had had an environment like that, or I did, but it was taken away. Thank you.